Hello, everyone. This message is for the chosen ones, the Starseeds and the Earth Angels. And I was guided to bring this message to you from Spirit and sharing a few experiences of mine that I've experienced this week. And so wanted to bring this through to the collective, and Source guided me to do so. In regards to some information Source wants you to learn today. And I wanted to mention first that, Source is um, living through us, and God created a divine spark within each of us and created us to have the specific experience of wanting to come here and experience different aspects of life through us. And so Source lives in us and through us, and we are all fractals of Source energy. And so one experience I had this week was asking Spirit, what do you want to experience and co-create with me or through me? And so I wanted to share that with you. I was definitely guided by Source to bring this message to you so that you too can ask Spirit, what do you want to experience and co-create with me? And I thought that was such a cute thing. And not only that, but I've been receiving messages that Spirit wants me to let my inner child out to play. And so I asked Spirit, how about if you let your inner child out to play through me? And maybe your inner child wants to play as well. And so I wanted to share that with you guys so that, you can co-create with Spirit as well. And definitely being guided by my angels and guides to do so and to share that with you. And then the second thing is that Spirit wanted me to share is make sure you cancel out and rebuke all lower spirits that try to create an interference in your thoughts and implant ideas, words, or thoughts into your mind. We're getting hit pretty hard with that right now. And there's a lot of interference from the spiritual realms, from dark spirits, dark forces, entities, lower spirits, whatever you want to call them. And sometimes a thought or a word will pop up into your head when you're trying to pray or meditate or whatever it is. And you recognize immediately that that wasn't your thought, or those weren't your words, what have you. And that is the lower spirits trying to interfere, trying to create interference. So make sure you rebuke those lower spirits from interfering in your thoughts and words when you recognize it happening. And then thirdly, we create our own realities, as you know, I'm sure, with our thoughts and, through fears and things like that. And so if you're experiencing any type of fear or chaos, state that you do not want to experience chaos or fear anytime it arises. And state that you want to experience peace, because last night we had a tremendous thunderstorm, and it wasn't just thunder here and there and lightning here and there. It lasted for at least 30 to 45 minutes. And it was quite terrifying, as loud as it was. I had never heard anything like that before. And, I've heard thunder off and on for a period of time like that, but not constant. And we were in bed trying to sleep. And so it was very disturbing, and it was hard to go to sleep. And so um, immediately when I did that last night and I said, I do not want to experience fear or chaos. I want to experience peace. It literally stopped a few minutes after, and it became peaceful and quiet. And so Spirit wanted me to share that with you. We are here to be anchors of light and, holders of our frequency, to anchor in our frequency, our own unique frequency in this world. And we're here to be a guiding light and stability for others, to help them alleviate their fears. And so we're supposed to remain stable and strong and steady in the midst of chaos and fear. And so that is how you can do that for yourself and others. And so I just wanted to share those things with you. Like I said, Spirit's been talking to me on my heart and guiding me into, what to share with you this week. So that's what it is. I'm going to pull a few cards and just see what the messages are from Spirit at this time. Okay. And, many of us are called, but few of us answer the call. And so, if you're questioning whether or not you're chosen, I tend to believe that, many or most of us or all of us are chosen. It's just a matter of whether or not we want to, participate in being chosen and living our life purpose. Some people don't, and that's okay. But if you are having trouble just knowing what your purpose is, I am a life purpose coach as well. And you can find that information to my website in my description if you're interested. And so I got a few oracle cards for you. The first one is weave. Weave your dreams into your reality. And the way that you do that is by focusing on what you want to create. Don't focus on what you don't want to create, because we do create with our thoughts. And so focus on what you want to create and start weaving a beautiful tapestry as Spirit is co-creating with you, weaving a beautiful tapestry into your brand new beginning. Oh, wow. And I have new path emerging. And so there is a new path emerging for you. And weave your dreams into reality consciously by consciously creating. Oh, how beautiful. I also got the beginning. This is just the beginning of your new reality that you're creating and co-creating with Spirit. And let's see if there's any tarot that wants to come out as well. I'm going to pick a few cards. And then I'm going to activate your spiritual gifts. That first deck is Soul Trees, and it's a beautiful deck. The author actually watercolored all of these beautiful pictures. I'll show you again onto each card. And so look for the Soul Trees deck if you're drawn to trees. And the next deck to activate your spiritual gifts is going to be the Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. It's an oracle deck, and I believe it is just wonderful at activating spiritual gifts. And also, if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so. I offer intuitive guidance and angel readings on my website, which is in the description box as well. And oh, wow. So you got the Seven of Cups. And that indicates that you have many, many choices. And you may be like me. I tend to get bored and I like to get involved and have a few things going on all at once. I've always been that way. I've always had like 3 different things that I've been doing at one time. And I just like to live multidimensionally in that way. And so you may be the same. You have many, many choices, and Spirit wants you to choose. You may be like me, wanting Spirit to choose or your angels and guides to choose for you. You may feel confused, but Spirit wants you to make a choice. And I'm speaking to healers, light workers, teachers, and creators. That's what we are. And so you may be caught, in between choosing just one. And you can kind of actually weave them together, I'm hearing, like I have. I do spiritual healing and I do natural healing as well. And so it's very hard for me to choose whether I want to be a healer or a teacher. I want to do it all. And so you can take a look at my website and see how I have blended several things together. I am a naturopath, and I also do natural healing, and I work with herbs and aromatherapy and essential oils, and I also do spiritual healing, and I'm a spiritual teacher or coach, and um, I am a life purpose coach, a meditation coach, and a life coach in general. And also, I do health and wellness coaching with herbs and essential oils. So I've kind of blended the teaching aspect and through coaching and the healing into one. And you can do the same if you're guided to. I have the Page of Cups coming out, and this is fresh new beginnings. Fresh new beginnings in your life. You're on this new path, and everything is just now opening up for you in this brand new reality that you are entering into on this new timeline of 5D consciousness. And we're also here to raise consciousness on the planet as well as light workers and chosen ones, starseeds and earth angels. So that's a part of my work as well, is raising consciousness on the planet. And I have the Four of Pentacles. And so right now you might be feeling stuck financially and, just waiting for things to take off. Us chosen ones have taken very many initiations or some initiations. And when we do that, we're in a learning process. We're learning. We can't just be a healer without first healing ourselves before we heal others. We have to learn how to heal ourselves to be able to heal others. And just like anything else, practice makes perfect, and we have to have 10,000 hours of healing to be a healer, a master healer. And we have to have 10,000 hours of spiritual work to be able to be a spiritual teacher to others. And so I'm going to read the numerology as well on sevens, because you got the Seven of Cups. It is an indication of faith, wisdom, reflection, understanding, and also represents the Chariot and the Tower. And so if you feel like life is falling apart, it is all dismantling around you to create that brand new reality. And then I have the Four of Pentacles, and fours bring in structure, foundation, stability, planning, the Emperor, and death, which death is all about rebirth. And so, we are being reborn. We're all starting from a new process, and we're all starting in the same place, I feel like. And so your first activation card is the Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. So you are going through learning experiences, you're gaining wisdom transmissions, and earth intelligence resides within you. Hather light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. So you're being guided to recall all of your power and all of your energy back to you at this time.